Have you ever wondered how some businesses just seem to work so fast? You place an order, and it's processed in seconds. You ask a question, you get an answer instantly. And somehow, all your data stays safe. Well, it's not magic. It's actually a really powerful partnership that we're going to unpack right now.
See, the secret sauce is this incredible combination. A high-speed engine that's constantly driving the business forward, and a super strong shield that's protecting it from all the dangers of the digital world. In this explainer, we're going to dig into what this engine and shield are really all about: business automation and cybersecurity.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the automation engine and all the cool benefits it brings. Then we'll switch gears to the cybersecurity shield and its layers of defense. And finally, we'll tie it all together and see why this is a constant cycle of innovation and, well, protection.
All right, let's start with the engine. This is the force that's powering all that speed and efficiency we were talking about, and it's called business automation.
So what is it really? Well, at its core, business automation is all about using tech. We're talking AI, software bots, to handle all of those repetitive, boring, rule-based tasks. This lets the human employees focus on the stuff that really matters. The bigger picture: strategy, cool new ideas, and creative problem solving. Now, here's something people often get mixed up: the difference between digitization and automation. Think of it like this. Digitization is just step one. It's scanning a paper invoice to turn it into a digital file. Simple enough, right? But automation is the magic that happens next. It's the software that actually reads that invoice, processes the payment, and even sends a reminder email, all on its own. One is just about data, the other is all about action. So you can see how this engine makes things faster, but its impact goes way, way beyond just speed. Let's take a look at the real, tangible benefits you get when you go automatic. And this transformation, it touches pretty much every single part of a company. Take sales, for instance. Automation can handle lead management and follow-ups, which frees up the team to actually focus on closing deals. Marketing can run super targeted campaigns without lifting a finger, and human resources, they can streamline recruiting, payroll, the whole shebang, which cuts down on paperwork and just makes for a better employee experience. So if we zoom out from the individual departments, it all really boils down to three massive wins for the whole business. First, a huge boost in productivity, because your people aren't stuck doing routine tasks. Second, you save a ton of money by cutting down on manual work and waste. And third, and this one's big, you get a major improvement in accuracy. Why? Because software bots don't make typos or forget important steps. Okay, so we've built this incredible high-speed engine. It's humming along, everything is great. But here's the thing, a fast engine is a really attractive target. And that's exactly why every smart business pairs its automation engine with an incredibly powerful cybersecurity shield. To put it simply, cybersecurity is the job of protecting all of a company's digital stuff, its systems, its networks, and maybe most important of all, its data. In a world where online threats are literally everywhere, this isn't just some tech issue. It's absolutely fundamental for keeping your customers' trust and just keeping the business up and running. The whole entire field of cybersecurity is basically built on three core principles. It's known as the CIA triad. The C stands for confidentiality, making sure only the right people can see the information. The I is for integrity, making sure the data is accurate and nobody's messed with it. And the A is for availability, making sure the systems are actually online and working when you need them to be. So how do companies actually build a shield that delivers on that CIA promise? Well, they don't just build a single wall and hope for the best. A truly strong shield is built with multiple layers of defense. This whole strategy is called defense in depth. The first layer is preventative, using tools like firewalls and multi-factor authentication, or MFA, to just stop attacks from happening in the first place. But if something gets through, the second layer is detective, using things like intrusion detection to spot the problem. Then you have the corrective layer, which is all about fixing the damage. Think restoring from backups. There's even a deterrent layer, like warning banners, to discourage attackers. And finally, you've got compensating controls, like VPNs, which add another layer of security when other options aren't possible. So here's the most crucial point of all. Building this amazing layered shield, well, it's not a one-and-done kind of project. In the world of cybersecurity, the job is truly never finished. Which brings us to a really obvious question, right? Once all these layers are in place, can a company finally just sit back and relax? Is the shield finally complete? The answer to that is a huge, resounding no. And the reason is simple. The threats are never standing still.
Hackers and bad actors are constantly coming up with new, clever ways to attack, which means the shield has to constantly evolve just to keep up. This is why the pros think of cybersecurity as a continuous life cycle. It's a loop. You start by identifying your assets and risks. Then you protect them. You constantly detect for any threats that might get through. You respond immediately to contain any damage. And then you recover your systems. But, and this is the key part, you learn from what happened and you go right back to the beginning, identifying new risks and making your protections even stronger. It just keeps going. And that brings us right back to where we started. That automation engine gives a business incredible speed and power, but all that power creates new vulnerabilities. A powerful engine is totally useless if it can't be protected on its journey. The engine and the shield aren't two separate things. They are completely dependent on each other. In fact, things have gotten so advanced that now the engine is used to make the shield stronger, with AI-powered security tools that can predict and stop threats all on their own. This whole dynamic leaves us with one final, big question to think about. As these automation engines get smarter and smarter with AI, and as our cybersecurity shields get stronger and more adaptive, what does the future of business and work actually look like? What kind of new opportunities and what new challenges are waiting for us just over the horizon?